Good evening, everyone. I am here to discuss my future career or the career that I'm working towards. When I was a child, I had a rough time. My parents were divorced. It's hard for me to talk about, but I was molested. I was abused at home, and I had no one to help me and no tools on how to cope with what I was going through. This is why I love helping children, especially children who have been through the worst things in life, like the absolute worst. So that is why my career goal is becoming a child's behavior technician to help children figure out tools to survive all that they do. So many therapists can help a child understand their emotions, but only a child behavior technician can help those kids learn new skills on how to cope using evidence-based strategies. I feel my schooling and years of research into this subject and this career lends to my credibility. During this speech, I will be discussing the education needed to become a child behavior technician, and from this point forward, I will be saying CBT because it's a lot easier, not as long. I will also be discussing the experience needed, and finally, the benefits of working in this field. A CBT only needs a high school diploma to start working in this field, as further schooling is offered by the employer. In my state, I live in Washington, so employers here only need a diploma or something equivalent. However, those who are hired as a CBT often have an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree in some behavioral science field. For what you need in experience to become a CBT, most employers want and ask you to get 40 hours of training in this field before you start working. Thankfully, this training is paid for by the employer. However, training courses, what makes them legal and makes you able to get hired often, it only lasts a year, so you have to re-register your training every year. CBT employers also tend to hire those who've already been working as a CBT for a while. Employers also ask that you take a competency exam before you start working, just to make sure that you are competent and able to do your job properly. This exam costs $45 and also requires a yearly renewal. There are many benefits of becoming a CBT. The biggest thing that I would see as a benefit is the room for career growth through supplemental education, certifications, and experiences. CBTs also get to help children develop social and life skills, which are definitely wish I had when I was a kid, because I struggled so hard to figure out how to interact with the children around me despite all I was going through. As you also help the children develop social and life skills, you also are helping their parents figure out how to help them cope. Another bonus is that the job opportunities are abundant, as there's a need for CBTs in the field. There's not many out there working. You also get to watch kids who have been through some of the most terrible things in life flourish and become better. The last bonus that I feel becoming a CBT has is you can work in any state you want, as this is a national credential, meaning that if I get certified in Washington, I can work in all 50 states required, despite getting only my certification in Washington state. So to conclude my speech, I hope you have a better understanding of what drew me to this career path of becoming a child behavior technician, or CBT. I prefer saying CBT because it's a lot easier. And I enjoyed sharing this career with you and discussing the education and experience requirements necessary to become a CBT, as well as the benefits. There are so many benefits of working in this field. There is an overwhelming need to become a CBT, and I can't wait to start working. Have a great night.